Flosstube.
Hey Flosstube.
I'm Bree.
And I'm Ashlyn. And this is Red Dirt Flossworks. Thank you for visiting us today. We are going to do a Flosstube Extra. And it is going to be our fair wrap up at the beginning. And then towards the end, we're going to talk about our birthday SAL.
Which we're super excited for. Alrighty. So we actually had a question in our last video about how Ashlyn and I met. And so it's kind of a funny story, actually. We met at the fair a little over a year ago. We did not know each other. We're from a town of about 2,500 people, so pretty small, but we didn't know each other. And we just happened to be superintendents at our county fair. But we were in different areas, and I happened to walk by her table and saw her, sitting there watching her area cross stitching. And I was like, hey, if you want to cross stitch sometime, send me a text message. And just kept on walking, didn't think anything about it. And the next day of the fair, she came to me and was like, hey, what's your phone number? I'll text you sometime. And the rest is basically history. We started texting back and forth, and then we started hanging out, and now we're just the bestest of friends. So that's our story.
Yeah. And now we have a Flosstube.
And now we have a Flosstube channel. So
we've done a lot in a year. Actually, we went to our first retreat together this year
in May.
The Stitching Bee retreat in Tulsa, which I believe is returning in 2025. So be on the lookout for that.
Yep.
We'll announce details when we see them. And then, we've been stitching a lot, done a lot of enabling.
Yeah.
A lot of starts.
Yeah. Enabling is the key term.
Mm-hmm.
So, alrighty. Well, let's just jump right into some of our fair entries that we had.
Hey. I do want to point out a quick note real quick before we start. We are involved in an organization through our local extension office called Oklahoma Home and Community Education, OHCE. It used to be Home Demonstration Club, if anybody remembers what that is. So our fair has open class entries, and we can submit entries under OHCE. So if you hear us say it was OHCE or open class, that's why we have multiples. So not all fairs do that, so I wanted to point that out briefly in case anybody didn't know what OHCE was. And if you aren't in Oklahoma, I believe that is a nationwide organization, so you might check with your local extension office as well. We both really enjoyed it. Do you want to go first?
Sure, yeah. Alrighty, so my first fair entry that I have, I did have a few non-cross stitching entries, and we'll go over those here in a little bit, but I want to show all my cross stitching entries first. So my very first one that I have, if you follow me on Instagram, I'll shoot that link up here somewhere if you want to follow me, is called the Gingerbread House, and this is a Mill Hill holiday, part of the Mill Hill holiday collection. And I turned it into a Christmas ornament. So here it is. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There it is. And it is absolutely stunning. The beading takes a while on this one, but it sparkles, and it is just absolutely beautiful. And then I just finished it with the beads for the hanger. The back is just finished with a piece of felt, so you could write the year back there if you wanted to. But I took second place ribbon on it.
Okay, I will do an entry, and this is actually, and it already fell apart. I'm experimenting with the magnets and washers exchangeable things, so I'm still trying to figure out what glue is best for that. But this project was actually the project I was stitching on last year at the fair.
Yes.
Which you walked by and said, hey, I like to cross stitch too. So this took a second in open class, and it is the July month to month by Stitching with the Housewives, and it is on 28 count white Monaco, and that's by DMC. And I used all the called for floss on the pattern. This is the Stitching with the Housewives fabric line, and then this is a crate from Hobby Lobby, and if you want the number, I can give that to you. And then I just got like some cheap garland at Hobby Lobby and stuck it in there so it had like a little bit. And then the magnets and washers usually work, but
interchangeable for the holidays.
yep. So I've already started October, December, September, and then I think I have a lot of the other patterns ready to go. So
Nice.
there's that.
Alrighty. I have got, so I did 2 Mill Hill ornaments. This one is not holiday related. It's actually a food, one of their food line. So this is pretzel, and it's part of their autumn collection. So here is the pretzel one here. There we go. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. So it's the pretzel Mill Hill kit. Super cute. Again, just finished the hanger with the remaining beads because there's always plenty left over. The story behind this one was I bought this one at the Stitching Bee retreat. So I got the pretzel kit at the L&S there in Tulsa, Oklahoma, which for us is a silver needle. L&S stands for Local Needlework Shop. At the Stitching Bee retreat, we actually met our really good friend Jacintha from Crafting on the Plains. We'll link her channel down below. She also has her own floss tube, so go check her out. And both of us started the pretzel at the retreat, and I finished it at the retreat. Not fully finished, just finished the stitching and the beading. But Jacintha has also finished hers, I believe. So that's just a fun little memory that we have with the pretzel. So with the pretzel, I took first. So got a blue on the pretzel.
Okay. My next piece you will probably recognize from our last video because it's where this empty space is. This is Good Morning. It is a Dimensions Gold kit. So it's called for fabric, called for floss. It was an 18 count, which is the first project I've ever done on that. And my first full coverage, believe it or not, which back when I started this in 2016,
yeah,
I didn't even know what full coverage was or meant. I just thought you walked into Hobby Lobby and bought a kit. So I've grown a lot since then. But anyways, I finished this at the Stitching Bee retreat in May. So I got to ring the bell. I was like super excited for that. And if you didn't know, you can take your piece to Hobby Lobby if you go there and pick out a frame. This is from Hobby Lobby, and take them your piece and they will frame it for you, and it is a lot cheaper than custom framing if you have a piece that will fit a regular size frame. So they did the hanger, the backing, the little knobs. I mean, they did everything, and it looks great, and it was significantly less than getting it custom framed. And this one got first in counted cross stitch, and then out of all the knitting, crochet, and needlework that was entered in open, I got overall grand with this. So super excited about that. Add another trophy to my collection.
Alrighty, and then my last stitching related piece, again, if you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen this. This is called The Signs of Christmas, and this is charted by Shannon Christine Designs. It was a Christmas SAL last year, and they did 9 releases over the course of 9 months, and you could either stitch them together, you could stitch them individually, however you want. So I stitched them together and put them on a pillowcase here. So I actually did each one as they went. It started here with the very first one, and we've got like, it's the Signs of Christmas, so we've got like hot chocolate, we've got sleigh rides, we've got the Christmas tree farm, those kinds of things. It's super cute, but you can get these designs on shannonchristine.com right now. You can get these designs, and you can buy them individually or together, whatever you prefer. I had my grandmother-in-law, my husband's grandma, she helped me sew this pillowcase to put it all together. So this is actually a pillowcase cover. So there's a filler in here. And this is done on 25 count, it's done on 25 count Vintage Country Mocha Lugana, and it is done 10 stitch. So that's how I kept up with the SAL, was did it in 10 stitch. But it took first place as well.
And that was a Christmas.
This was a Christmas SAL, yeah.
No, what category?
This was
Christmas decor.
Christmas decor, yes. That was the category for the Christmas, for that one.
Yes, so that's a way to enter more cross stitch in your fair. If you have multiple pieces and you're only allowed to enter one per class, is look for those other things like Christmas decor, Christmas ornament, where you can possibly enter some cross
because
stitch.
this one could have also went in decorative throw pillow, because we have that category as well.
Okay. And my last piece, this was entered in the OHCE division, so it was separate and was judged separately from open class. But it is the November Stitchy House by...
So cute. I love this one.
I know. She has a whole year's worth, and of course I bought them all, and I have the December one lined up next to do. But they're all super cute. And I finished this, this is 32 count platinum, I think. And it's 2/2. And then this is fabric I had in stash. I had this little board. I bought it at like a craft fair or something, and was like, a cross stitch piece will fit great on there. And I didn't know what yet, but then these stitchy houses just fit perfect. And then I added the flower and the little picks, which I glued them on so they would stay on for the fair. And then after this, I will figure out some sort of magnet situation. Yeah, my glue did not. I used the wrong glue, because this does come off. I'm going to have to work with the glue.
Figure out the glue situation.
Yeah. And so then this did take grand out of all the needlework in the OHCE division, so pretty happy with that.
Alright, is that all the stitching projects that you have, Ashlyn?
Yes.
So we, like we said earlier, we have a few projects that are non-stitchy related, so we'll show our ribbons for those. I entered in the OHCE division, I entered some peach jam. I made the peach jam from Cunningham, Colorado peaches. If you've ever had those, they are amazing, but they do make the best jam. My peach jam took a grand in the OHCE division as well.
I entered brownie cookies, which if you search Pinterest, brownie cookies, everybody seems to like them. I entered one in open class and it got third, and I entered one in the OHCE and it got first.
I had some banana bread that I made as well. So my banana bread is a recipe. It's actually a family recipe, and it's been passed down. And so I make that almost every year. I made it for the past, I think, 4 years for the fair, and it took grand in the OHCE as well.
Did you put that in open too?
I did, and I took third in the open class. So the open class judge did not think it was as good as the OHCE judge, but that's fine.
Okay. I entered peach jam in open class, and I got a first and a third, and it was made with the same peaches.
Same time.
We made lots of jam and canned lots of peaches that day.
Yeah, yeah. That was fun. And then last is something that's not super common. I made zucchini pickles, so like a squash type pickle. You can replace cucumbers with zucchini when you're pickling, and you get the same crunch, and it's basically the same makeup as a regular pickle. So I took grand in the OHCE with my zucchini pickles, and then I took a first and second in the open class.
Hey. Okay. I entered peaches, just regular sliced peaches in open class, and got first.
I had peaches too. I had canned peaches as well. Took third in the canned peaches.
I did a knitted shawl, the hipster shawl, and entered that. That was also a 4-year project. And I got second in knitted articles in open class.
And then the last item that I had at this year's county fair was a antique quilt. The antique quilts have to be 40 years or older. This antique quilt just so happened to be pieced and quilted, I believe in the early 50s is what we discovered in our research, but it was my great-grandmother's, and my antique quilt took second.
Yay.
So we will, at the very end of this video, we will run pictures of all of our non-stitchy exhibits.
Yes. I have a few more entries.
Go ahead.
I entered 3 project bags. The one in OHCE got a first place. The 2 that I put in open got second and third. I entered 2 infant blankets that I made. They also got second and third. I did 2 table runners for open class, and they got second and third. I entered a quilt, which this was my first quilt, I believe, that I did start to finish, got it quilted, put the binding on, did the whole thing. So I was pretty proud of that. to just get it entered. And it took first place.
I cannot quilt to save my life.
And I entered several OHCE workshop items, and we do those. We get together as a county, and our extension educator comes up with projects for us to make that day. So I did a beaded pumpkin, and it took first. I did a barn quilt, it took first, and I did another barn quilt, and it took overall grand. So here are the rest of my ribbons that are not...
She cleaned house.
Not cross-stitch related. These are them. So I'm getting quite the stash, and I'm pretty excited about that. I'm looking for projects on what to make with ribbons. So, alright, cool. Okay. And then here is where we will enter our little picture slideshow of all our other entries. About our birthday SAL, and by SAL we mean start along because we don't always have time to finish things or keep up with the calendar, so we're just gonna start things on our birthday
because we can start some things.
Yes, any excuse to have a new start for sure, which our birthdays are actually just 1 day apart, 2 days apart, I guess, if you're doing math. And our next video will come out just a few days before our birthday, so we wanted to go ahead and mention it now in case anybody wants to start what we are starting or kit up a project. We are just gonna start whatever you want. I'm doing more of a fall project, Bree is doing more of a full coverage type project, so start what makes you happy.
We are here to enable you to start something.
And we are going to do a hashtag. It is hashtag RDFW2024 B-Day SAL. And it is here on the screen, just in case, because that's a mouthful.
It is, and we'll link it down below.
Yes. So, do you want to go first or do you want me to?
Absolutely, I'll go first. Alrighty, so I will insert a screenshot of my project here. This is called Intricate Rainbow Celtic Knot. This is by Beth Wilson, and it's charted by Pain Free Crafts. It's a big one, but that's kind of my style. I really do like large projects, and that's perfectly fine. I'm going to be doing this on 20 count black Aida, and that is to eliminate all of the 51,000 black stitches that are in this project.
51,000? Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I pulled the floss count the other day, and it was 51,000 of DMC 310. So to bring it down to about 71,000, we'll do it on black Aida, and we can avoid that 51,000 stitches of black. And then do just the color stitches, which I said is about 71,000. When I saw this, I've loved mandalas. I love repeating patterns, things like that. And so when I saw this pattern, I absolutely loved it. I love bright, colorful things, rainbow colors. I love all that. So this is perfect. And why not start it for your birthday? Because we can. So.
And it has a matching needle minder.
And it does have a matching needle minder, which I also bought because you have to have a matching needle minder for that project. So that will be my birthday start, and the fabric is on its way. So super excited for that.
Okay. I am going to do kind of a fall project, a fall small, and I need your guys' help to decide which project I want to do. I have two I'm trying to decide. And I have all the floss for both. I have fabric for both. But there's Hello Fall Mug by Shannon Christine. And these are both 39 by 46. So cute. I'm inclined to start the fox just because turquoise is my favorite color, but the turkey is also just adorable.
So comment down below which one you think Ashlyn should start for our birthday sale.
Yes, and I'm gonna do them both on 28 count tea dyed Monaco by DMC, and this is the threads for both.
I love the colors.
Turquoise is for the fox, and then the purple for the turkey, but there's what they look like with the fabric. So, oh, and because you have to have a matching bag as well.
We try to be extra.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that wraps up our Flosstube Extra. We really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with us for a little bit. These will just be intermittent in between our episodes. We may get them filmed, we may not in between episodes, but we will do our best if we have some extra stuff that we want to share with you guys.
I think our next one, we might do our Mill Hill kit parade. We had a lot of comments on that. I guess I should probably finish a Mill Hill before then, maybe. It's definitely going to be more of a kit parade than a finished parade, but if you're interested in that, we are getting quite the collection. So that might be November's Flosstube Extra.
Alrighty, well, until next time, we'll see you guys.
Thank you.
Bye. Hi, Flosstube.
Hey, Flosstube. I don't know what I did. Did I? You need to drink your thingy more.
I've been drinking it.
Oh, are you?
Like, while you were talking, I had it up like this.
Okay.
And I was taking, like, sips.
Just rack those bloopers out.
Right. Okay.